All right, welcome back to another episode of Enjoying Northwoods. Yeah, checking on a new spot. I can hear it running pretty good. It's way down that ridge. Can't really see it. Just jumped down in here, and it's where the river crosses the road. But right in the main flow, this thing boots in the wintertime. We've been here in the winter looking for some bobcat. And this river is raging through here. But right behind these couple rocks, we got some sands, but there's some black sands gathered. So I'm gonna do a can or two. There's that little deposit behind that, and we'll see what we get. A little bit mucky. I see nothing. So, like I said, this is a pretty high velocity spot. We're going to move down a little bit, and we're just going to try to make some tracks. We'll run out of daylight today. This is like the first break from the culvert, and there's a little deposit on this sharp 90 right here. So I'm going to do a quick pan, and then we're going to mosey down. It'll come to another bend just up to here a little bit. This kind of wobbles through, but runs pretty straight, pretty steep, so it stays pretty high velocity. But there's going to be another steep corner there, just downriver a little bit. But we're dropping elevation like a lot, pretty rapid. So with these tall ridges, this thing just shoots. This is a little bit organic in here too. All right, we're down a little farther, and you can see where it's just chewing this out and depositing these gravels. It goes through here and it's just depositing this. You can see where the water was in the winter. It's like I said, in the winter it's way high and totally frozen over. But this is a nice solid gravel dump in here. It just, you can see how just steep steep this is. And then it kind of undermined, but you can see this bank is just packed, and then it straightens out. So we're going to take a little bit on this side deposit and see what we find. All right, we poked around here a little bit, and this spot right here, you see where it's just tucked in, and it's just solid gravels. I did a couple pans out of that hole, and I found just 2 pieces, a medium piece and a micro. So we're gonna keep heading down. All right, here's the back side of that turn where it goes through that real narrow spot. And then it opens up a little bit. You can see how narrow it is. Just like a small channel, it opens up here and it flattens out, and it dropped this little deposit. And we're just trying to look for some velocity changes, and because this is so steep with the banks and the elevation drops pretty good, this thing just blows when it rains. I mean, it's raging. So a lot of it gets blown to the bottom, and that's where we're going to end up, and that's probably where most of the gold is. But we're looking for behind like log jams, where it goes from very narrow. I mean, you can see it's just a couple feet wide, solid. And then we open back up and it flattens out, and you can see that gravel bar and this little gravel bar. And then she starts shooting down here again. And we do another couple little turns, and there's some log mess. But we are gonna, might as well do a couple pans out of here. I think I brought a sluice and a ton of gear, which I wish I wouldn't have. But we're gonna keep, I think we're just gonna keep panning our way down and get us a spot to come back to tomorrow or Monday. Tomorrow I think we're gonna do a little floating and fishing, but we're gonna make the best of it. Lots that don't look bad. I sure wish I didn't bring all this frickin' gear today. It's hard enough walking with just a tan and silver. Man. Nothing but tangles and steep ridges. Got one pretty nice piece. We got one piece, but we're gonna just keep dropping and dropping. I'm running out of daylight here. So give me a minute, let me get this thing packed up. Keep crawling our way back down through here. Getting tough now. Oh, holy crap. We are going through some tangles. Look at how tall these ridge lines are. It's all spring fed. So, got our work cut out for us, man. Give me a minute. Look at the size of this boulder. Ginormous. What a tangle. With a sluice sticking 5 feet over my head. Oh man, that was rough. But anyways, you can just see how tight. It's just a tight tangle. And then it opens back up. As soon as it opens back up, boom, it drops another deposit where this the pressure releases it a little bit. So we're gonna do another pan or two here. Check this spot before we gotta get out of here. Just keep at it. All we can do is just keep trying. You can go another, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 yards, and then we're gonna have to call it quits. But this is a nice deposit right here, so let's poke around a little bit here. Where do you even start? I'm gonna say right back in here. We've been finding little bits of gold in the majority of the pans. We're just not finding no good concentrations anywhere. So we are getting at the bottom of the plateau, and it's flattening out and widening out. So hopefully this next, I don't know, 30 yards or so, it should be where most of the gold is at, if there's gold in here. Here's a monster pan. Find a little bit of sun that's left. We got a piece. There's a couple little ones. It's about what we're getting is just a couple little ones. Man, gotta make me another snuffer bottle holder. Pain in the butt without it. Maybe that'll be my next week's project. Oop, there it is. Here's another one I got down. Two real tiny ones. And that's all we've been getting, one or two pieces in a pan. It hasn't been that good, and man, my back is like wrecked. So we got down to the good spot, and I'm about done. So I'm gonna take another one here, and then we're gonna keep moving, try to get another one in. Just took another pan from right at the beginning of the break, and I got a lot of black sand and a piece already. Just buried it. 2 pieces in that pan too. It's 1 or 2 pieces in almost all the pans, so it's and all pretty small. But we're gonna head down to the bottom and do one more spot, and then we're gonna have to go. So try to make the best of it. All right, we're a little farther down, and you can see how it opened way up here. There's a log jam, but just look at how full. I mean, this is like a 3 feet up, and it's just a big basin's filled with this hard-packed deposit. I definitely know if we do some digging here, if we can get down a little bit, wouldn't be a bad spot. And then that's about where it opens back up. You can see the main river out there. And this just flattens out, trickles down, and opens up a little wider. So I imagine this is where I would say from these deposits all the way out is where the majority of the gold's going to be. And we're about out of time, so we are still going to do a little pan or two. But I really wanted to do a little sluicing today, but we're not there, so I don't want to just dig to dig. All right, this spot, it's getting better, 2 to 3 pieces per pan. And we did a few pans, and I got 3 pieces out of that last hole right here. So what I thought, it's getting better as this bottom. We're just about out of time. I'm gonna walk to that light by the main river, and we'll do a little snuffer dump. I probably got like a dozen pieces or so. But let me show you what we got. All right, here's the very bottom of it. And this is what I was hoping for. Look at that. You can see how it opens way up. Here's a big gravel deposit. You can see the water running sideways across it because it's just built up. And that really slows down, and that looks very promising to hit, but we're out of time. It was an awesome day. We did a new river, picturesque, awesome day. We found gold in the majority of the pans, just wasn't a lot or any big pieces, but we did pretty good. So let me get in some light here, and we'll do a little snuffer dump, see what we got. All right, let me show you what we got. Having issues with it floating. There's a piece right on top, but you can see what we got. There's a couple nicer pieces. There's probably like a dozen or a little over a dozen maybe. But like I said, we didn't get nothing big. We got nothing more than 3 pieces in a pan at once. So anyways, still enjoyed myself. We'll be back to pinpoint it a little better. All right, still climbing. I don't know if you can see the river down there. I'm about halfway up this ridge. Just tripped. Took a big chunk out of my finger. Yes, sir. Hard-working miner. Whew. I earned them dozen pieces of gold on this one. So anyways, until our next adventure, we'll see you guys around.